my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me now? Who's on with me now?
Baby, I'm gonna take you down now. Come on, shake it, baby, turn that around. I'm like,
oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me now? Who's on with me now?
take it up another notch and make it drop it and never take it down. Take it down. 30-something thousand watching, show me something, baby.
Who's on with me now?
Everyone, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have a matchup of two of the most exciting young receivers in the NFL who both can find their way to the end zone. It's Odell Beckham Jr. against Jeremy Maclin. So let's get you out to Kansas City as we say hello to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's the first carry here for Jamal Charles. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Here's Smith now on second down. And that is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's third down. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here we go now with a look at the offensive starters for the New York Football Giants.
And Rashad Jennings, a running back, 7th-round pick when he came out. People tended to overlook him a little bit. But the last half of 2015, when he got the ball full-time, he showed his wares. Over 800 yards, he definitely has a 1,000-yard season in his future.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Justin Houston is truly one of the elite pass rushers in the league. Knows how to get to the quarterback with a variety of moves.
From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. And he's got his man, Donnell. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. Here's Jennings. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And Manning, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Eli Manning scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Giants are going to take a 1st quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Well, with this Chiefs D, we saw a little bit of the yin and the yang that can happen in the NFL. You know, week 3, 8 turnovers against the Jets, and then that week 4 game against Pittsburgh, no turnovers. They gave up 43 points.
There's a correlation there, isn't there? All right, because they exist and feed off of taking the ball away from the other team. And just as you mentioned, taking away 8 times against the Jets, almost like they ran through their quota in that game, and it came a cropper against Pittsburgh.
Give them 27 yards that time. And the Giants will be set up with a 1st and goal.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? It's a sneak. Manning. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Jarrell Adams punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent. Puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
Yeah, he better hope that he's lonesome, because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. Again, it's Charles. And he's brought down. Well, Charles did return to action in week 4, just 1 carry for 6 yards, but just good to see him back out there after that ACL injury.
And I like what Kansas City did about bringing him back from his knee injury of last year. They gave him a limited amount of playing time against Pittsburgh. They've got an open week coming up, and then he plays again. That's 2 more weeks of healing. I think we'll see the old Jamal Charles emerge as the season finishes up.
A first down carry here for Charles. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards on the pickup there. Good enough for a Kansas City first down.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you, because you know there's 3 levels: defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense. Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, to get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
On second down, Jamal Charles. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Out of the gun, Smith. Caught, Kelsey, left side. Give him 2 yards on that play. And it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They come out here in the eye. On 4th down, Smith. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They'll come out in the pistol. They go back to the ground now with Charles. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Now Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Bengal, Leon Hall. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He's got Cruz complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times.
And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's got time in the pocket. He's going to go for a big... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for the Giants. 41 yards. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Manning can't find it. Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And New York set to take the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like.
And Harris has got it. Touchdown, Giants. Dwayne Harris as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And the onside kick did not go 10 yards. That's illegal, and the flag comes out.
And now you know why special teams coaches have gray hair. They draw this up all week. They have it set to go, and the kicker has one job and doesn't get the ball 10 yards downfield.
Now it's Jennings, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They come out here in the eye. They run again with Jennings. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now Manning trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Manning indeed going for it on 4th. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. After the interception, here's Smith. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
But while we get a quick second here, do you mind a call from Walt Patulski right now, partner?
You go to that story about Rex Ryan?
Yeah, how about that? Rex Ryan posing as Walt Patulski as a writer from Buffalo on the conference call with New England, and Julian Edelman posing as a writer trying to get some information about whether Edelman was going to play wide receiver or quarterback in their game.
And that story maybe gained even more luster after their win in that contest. Smith now to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And there's a completion to Travis Kelsey. I think he's starting to come into his own as a tight end and as a player, and that makes his quarterback, Alex Smith, really happy.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. He's got time. He's got his man on the crossing route. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Chiefs a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On first down, it's Smith. They complete it to Hill. And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Going underneath for Charles. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be second and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To the air again, Smith. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. This is Jennings, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
Cruz has it over the middle. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake here on first down. Deep drop. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. He's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting...
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found it downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize. But when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And all the Chiefs have it. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's different influences going into the head coach's ear.
Now Smith. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, we have a second. I think we have to talk about the L.A. Rams. They started out poorly, lost 28-0 to San Francisco, but they've won 3 straight since, and 2 on the road.
Fueled by their defense, and remember, they've beaten Seattle and Arizona already within their division. And let's just stay out west. How about the Oakland Raiders? They've won 3 games on the road in a 3-1 start.
Yeah, 2 big-time surprises on the West Coast. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Spencer Ware, the intended target, and it brings up 4th down.
Not only was that a 3-and-out, it was their 3rd straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. We're back now in KC. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Jennings. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got Cruz complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure